Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. We just got a huge console mod drop in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager. Now we finally have the face mod that I use in pretty much every single one of my videos now available on PS5 and Xbox. We also got a lot of other incredible mods today. I'm very excited about this drop, but yeah, the Sculptor's Dreamcache is now available on console. We have 21 new mods to cover here today, so we'll be breaking down all of them and telling you if you need them, because there's a lot of mods and there's only a 100 mod limit on console. So I'll be breaking down some alternative to some of these other mods here, as you may have some already. But Sculptor's Dreamcache, one of the most beautiful face mods that I've seen. This mod is made by Tabatha here, and what's best about it is actually all the faces look incredible. So I've used a variety of these in my videos. The Daija face there, the Shay with lashes, Juliet, that's one I use a lot in videos, Namira, Yasmina, Odette, Charlotte, which is the one that I use often as well, and Aaliyah here. So this, again, is an incredible mod. I know people have been looking for good face mods on console, and my previous favorite best face mod on console was Mizora's face, so this is great to see some new custom ones here. And this isn't the only mod we got from Tabatha here on this list, but next up we got ourselves Skirbie's Progressive Wands pack by Skirbie. I love this mod. So basically what it does is it adds in a pouch of different wands here. These function like hand crossbows and they're light so anyone can utilize them, but they deal a specific elemental damage type and come with special spells. Like certain ones will give you different powerful spells here. They all come with a bunch of different things here, depending on which elemental damage type that you want to choose, but they just look really cool. So you basically just do a ranged attack utilizing them, and then they shoot off like that, and they have little unique effects there. You can offhand fire them too. This just makes for a really fun playthrough if you want to play as like a wizard, but actually use wands. And I also appreciate the fact that there's like a domination enchantment style wand here as well, which comes with command and hold person. Now, I say this with pretty much all of these videos. If you're going to use a mod that has special progressive skills on the weapon and you think it's unbalanced, remove the special skills and it becomes pretty balanced. So I really like this. A very well done job on it. Now, next up, we have the Tailless Tieflings fix. Now, this is something that people have been asking for a very long time, and I have some good and bad news. Well, the good news, it's now available on console. The bad news is it doesn't work properly for most people from what I've seen. Unfortunately, it's not working on my PlayStation 5, but from what I've seen, it's mostly affecting PlayStation 5 players. But basically, whenever you download this mod, it ends up removing the body completely and the arms of the character. So let me know in the comments if you use this and if it works. And also, if it's not working for you, try maybe changing your graphics settings to the quality setting. That typically helps for most people whenever mods have issues with that. But yeah, I'm curious. This is one people really want to see. But in the essence of tieflings and removing things, Mizora's human form, which removes her tiefling form. So this and now allows you, whenever you see her in Act 2, comes in her, this is basically what her form is supposed to be. So it has the same face as Blaze L in here. There's actual artwork in the game. Mizora was supposed to look like this, but it kept her in the tiefling form for most of the game. This is really cool just to see something like this, however. Another mod that I know a lot of people are really excited for is the hip sheathing short swords here by Squilly Dilly. It does exactly what you think. It puts your short swords on your hip, which I admit looks incredible. I don't like when they're on their back. There is other mods that will add your armor or your weapons to your hip, so we'll hopefully see all those come to console and maybe like a combined pack. There is one combined, but it's for like hammers, mauls, and war picks, so I'd like to see something that puts everything as a hip sheath because it looks so good in this game. And getting into classes, we actually got some incredible class mod drops today. First up is the Oath of the Frozen Wilds Paladin subclass. I'll be covering this later today. I love cold-based builds, and the Paladin is a great recipient of it. So this one does come with some special abilities, using your Channel Oath charge to do some cold damage to a target and freeze them. When a target's frozen, they take double force, bludgeoning, and thunder damage, which is really fun. You can synergize some different teams. So yeah, I'll be covering this in a future video later today. I think this is really cool though, and it does come with some unique gear. This mod is made by G.I. George, and with this you also get the Ice Heart Shield and the Frost Reaver weapon here. They're pretty decently balanced. You can basically apply a chill on the target for 2 turns, which makes them take double cold damage if they miss you with an attack, which is kind of a cool ability for a shield. So yeah, that is the Oath of the Frozen Wilds Paladin subclass. Now, I'm actually really impressed to see the Evoker Class here. So this is made by Flare76. This is a spellcaster. You can see all the different abilities. It goes all the way up to level 20 as well. It comes with a bunch of unique spells too. Like, it doesn't function like some of the other classes in Baldur's Gate 3. So you get things like the Laser Ray cantrip, Sudden Bolt, Eruption, Cutting Gale, Raging Storm, Raging Bolt, you name it. There's a bunch of extra spells here that are unique. They have the same icons as the base game ones, but they do different things. So this is cool because this one came out over a year ago, and I remember using it back then, and I was impressed with it, and it's got an update since then, and they literally have an update that came out pretty recently, so this is really nice to see. Now, I'm really excited to see another mod from Incognito Breeder made its way to console. This gives me hope that we'll see their other book of classes here. So they also have the Book of Druids, Sorcerers, and Wizards. I am pleading that I hope that Larian will release this to console sometime soon, because this offers a lot of new subclasses, especially the 4 for the Sorcerer I'm a massive fan of. But we got War, Magic, Wizard subclass. So this is great. It comes with a bunch of different abilities. I will also be covering this in a future video as a build guide, because I think this is really fun here. So you get a reaction that can give a +2 to AC or +4 to saving throws, and you can't cast spells or other than cantrips till the end of your next turn. So there's actually some pretty cool, you have to be tactical with it. You get a bonus to initiative equal to your intelligence modifier, going first in this game, really nice. Power Surge. Basically, whenever you do a counter spell, you absorb that magic, and then whenever you do a spell in the future, you can do force damage equal to half your wizard level. So that's really fun. You get the durable magic here, giving you +2 to armor class and saving throws when you're concentrating on a spell. The deflecting will allow you to deal force damage to half your wizard level to all creatures within 9 meters whenever you use your arcane deflection. And then there's also a homebrewed feature here, and it's toggleable as well. We'll be doing a future video on this. Really excited about this one. We also got the Unbroken Circle Druid subclass by Halfsglint. So it wouldn't be a console mod drop with another amazing Halfsglint mod, and I really like this one. The Druid is a very underrated class here in the Unbroken Circle. Comes from the Griffin Saddlebag here, and you get the Unbroken Shillelagh here, which allows you to use on martial weapons, or you get proficiency and you can use the Shillelagh on that. Obviously, the best thing for Shillelagh is the torches, as you get that extra fire damage. You get your wild magic recovery here, so you can use your wild shape charge to recover a number of health points equal to 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier, and then it scales to 2d10. Shillelagh Mastery, so you can attack with Shillelagh and get an extra attack if you have that active. So it basically is the extra attack stack, does not stack with extra ones here. The War Druid, when you use your action to cast a cantrip, you make a free bonus action attack. Nature Armor by level 14, you gain temporary health points equal to half your Druid level. So it's more of a frontliner melee focused Druid, kind of like how the Green Knight is the opposite. I guess they even reference it here. It's similar to how the Green Knight is the fighter Druid, like the Eldritch Knight has a wizard, the Green Knight has the Druid. This is kind of the inverse of that. I think it's really cool. Now we got ourselves the Wild Magic Table 2024. If you're a fan of the Player Handbook 2024, this introduces Wild Magic Surges. So things like Stormburst, which will up to 3 creatures of your choice will take 4 to 40 thunder damage. Grease, you can cast a spell and cause a big grease storm to happen. Drop a Fog Cloud. The Spectral Shield, which will give you +2 bonus to armor class. Heighten, giving you disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast. The Wild Radiance, which will give you the ability to blind targets with your brightness. This offers some new Wild Magic Surges that I think are pretty strong. And there's 30 additional effects that come from this. You can see them all here. Pretty cool. I love getting the free fireball. Pretty funny. So yeah. Now we also got some mods. Now, I was trying to get this one loaded in. I downloaded it. It will not appear for me. So I'm sorry I can't give you a full showcase of this. It just was not appearing. I'm having some weird issues sometimes with face mods. It just will not appear. It happened last week, and I apologize also for last week. I had some people that were upset that I couldn't showcase the face. One of the face mods. I hope that this is at least enough to see. It wouldn't appear for my game, unfortunately, but you do get a human version of it here, and that's what it looks like there. Spend another 500 hours in Baldur's Gate 3 as a pretty drow woman. Highly recommend doing that. And we also got the Bloodspun head presets here by Alaria. This is, I don't know why, but it won't appear for me either. I downloaded both of these. I was trying everything, disabling my other mods, but if I have the Sculptor's Dreamcache enabled, it wasn't having these appear. I don't know if it's the Sculptor's Dreamcache, but yeah, I unfortunately could not get these face mods in. But if you're looking for a new face mod for Body Type 2, it's a really good one here. And there's Sparrow, not related to Captain Jack, Velis, Viriel, and Viriel version 2. So yeah, if you're looking for more Body Type 2 head presets, there's not many out there, but this is a really nice one from what I can see here. I did mention we have another mod by Tabble here, the creator of the Sculptor Dreamcache, my favorite face mod. We have the Eyes by Tabatha, which gives you some really cool new eyes that you normally would not have access to. So you got some like necromancer looking ones. Then there's these bright, cheery ones, the black part of the eye. Yeah, I'm just going through all these here quickly just so you can see them. I think that one's pretty nice. I like the different styles of eyes, especially whenever I'm doing like a thematic build. Sometimes I like to have something a little bit different for the character creator. But this one also comes with a lot that are really just balanced and look nice. I started off with the more freaky ones here, but you can see lots of great choices here. Personally, I like to use Rox's Vivid Eyes. It's my typical eye mod. I just want to mention that there because I know we'll get people asking. Because I like to also use the Rox's Everyone Can Glow and then make my own eyes glow. I just think that it looks nice. But there are some glowing-esque eyes there. So yeah, lots of incredible choices. And that's into the roll one. This is the blue one here. I really like the Moonlit Eyes. So yeah, incredible mod. Eyes by Tabatha. Next, we got the Loot Master. Loot corpses, pickpocket characters, disarm, unlock, no crime. And this is made by Swiss Fred 57. We're seeing more of their mods pop up. These are really cool. They basically allow you to grab all items from enemies. It loots them all for you. So you can basically have it so it loots all containers in a 24-foot radius. You just move near it. You can loot all corpses, pickpocket a single non-dead character with a radius of 18 feet, loot the ground. And yeah, there's a lot of different options there. I think this is cool. If someone's looking for a cheat mod that just makes things easier for you, here it is. I'm a loot gremlin. I love this kind of stuff. And we also, speaking of gear, got the Rebalance Gear by Tailless. It made a lot of other really great mods. And basically, as the name implies, it rebalances a lot of the items in the game. So you can see things like the Infernal Robe here, Poisoner's Robe. Just makes some of the weaker things a little bit more powerful here and makes more sense to actually use them. The Morning Frost here has a different change with the Heart of Ice. So you don't actually get the extra cold damage, but you apply Frostbite on the target. Yeah, lots of really nice small changes. There's a lot of different mods that do things like this, and I think it's nice to try them out. Things like the Spell Thief, which is normally not that amazing of a bow. In Wild Shape, any attack with advantage will trigger this effect. So then it obviously makes it a lot better. It gives you a good bow to use on your Druid. I'm a huge fan of Svartalby's Moonseeker. This gives you that 1d4 bonus to attack rolls when attacking creatures that have already taken damage. Really, really great sword. But yeah, lots of new changes to the gear. Handfire crossbow. Hellfire crossbow looks a little bit different. Hellrider longbow still giving that awesome 3 bonus ability checks, but just some minor changes overall to the gear. And we also got some other overhauls here with the BFR Scratch Overhaul by Tailless. This allows you to level up Scratch. He avoids traps, downstate, speaks, surge toggle, and more. I thought we already had this one on console, but yeah, we are getting many more Scratch mods, which is awesome. This one came out over a year ago. I remember it came out back in September of last year. This is just great. If you're a fan of Scratch, you want to use him more in combat, you can see all the changes that are brought upon it here. At level 11, he ends up getting 72 health and a 15 armor class, plus 3 from his dexterity modifier. It is not perfectly balanced because you're obviously taking something that's not meant to be utilized like this and making it stronger, but hey, it's fun. And next up, we got OIONoDCs, Approval and Flags and Dialogue here by Xmas214. So this one basically just makes you... Basically, it's hard to explain. So it's the over-explained mod, but not over-explained, just kind of explained. So yeah, it reduces the over-explanations to replicate the authentic D&D secret-keeping DM experience and not telling you what DC numbers meant. So basically, it just removes the DC checks here, but keeps all the other benefits here. So yeah, you won't see your difficulty numbers. It's just a similar mod to the previous ones. We got this mod, which came out over a year ago as well. I remember using this. Prismatic Smite. This is pretty funny. There's also a ranged Prismatic Smite. Basically, a smite that does every single elemental damage type. It's pretty cool, but obviously that's pretty powerful. It says it uses a Channel Oath charge, but I'm pretty sure it's just a spell slot. Pretty strong stuff. But yeah, it hasn't been updated in over a year, but still works. So yeah, most of the tax mods like this still work. And next up, we got the Hunting Gear 6 Outfits for Body Type 1 by Cloudy here. So this is a mod that actually... I covered pretty recently in my best mods of the week. It came out only in September. It's kind of funny to see a mod from September 2024 and then 2025 right next to each other, but these are what the outfit looks like. I really like this outfit here. I think it looks nice, but all of them are great for if you're doing like a ranger or a rogue, and even a sword bard if you wanted something a little bit rough and tough. The Hunting Gear here by Cloudy. Now, we also got ourselves the Boo Dice. So I remember this one coming out quite some time ago by Sultry Shay here. And this just has Boo holding different numbers. So you got your critical failure, critical success, the eyeball. Yeah, go for the eyes, Boo. And finally, the Dragonborn Glowing Eyes. So this mod just allows you to have glowing eyes on your Dragonborn. Now, if you're using something like the Rocks as Everyone Can Glow that I mentioned previously, you can also get something like this out of it already. But honestly, this was an amazing mod drop. I am so happy that the Sculptor's Dreamcache is now available on console. And the wands, progressive wands were an amazing choice. Frozen Wilds, Paladin, there's a lot of great stuff here. So let me know your favorite mod that came from today's drop in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you all in the next video.